I met this pretty boy in Paris. He used to tell me that I'm jolie. I couldn't say a word, just Coco, Choco, Chanel, Coco, Chanel, Chocolat. I should tell him, remember the night he came in my life. Monsieur Saint-Nicolas, je prends ma part la main. Dis-moi des mots d'amour, des mots qui me touchent. Monsieur Saint-Nicolas, je suis enchantée. Monsieur Saint-Nicolas, je prends ma part la taille, caresse-moi l'épaule, le creux de mes reins. Monsieur Saint-Nicolas, ravi de te rencontrer.
Leo Bernier Chanel in 1883. Although Chanel later claimed that her real date of birth was 1893, making her 10 years younger. Coco Chanel not only disguised her birth year but also the place of her birth. Chanel was born in the workhouse in Loire Valley where her unmarried mother worked. Chanel said she was born in Auvergne. Her mother died when Chanel was 12 years old, opposed to 6 years old, which she said, leaving her with her father and 5 other children. Coco started designing and creating hats as a diversion while she was Ethan Ballin's mistress in 1908. A while after, she developed a relationship with Arthur Edward Capel, who was a friend of Ballin.
Arthur was an English businessman who brought her 2 other boutiques in the towns of Deauville and Biarritz.
In 1922, she launched the fragrance Chanel No. 5, which still remains popular to this day.
With these connections that the man provided her, she was able to open her own millinery shop in Paris in 1910, while there were other boutiques open.
Men at this time in society overpowered women. Women were supposed to stay at home and cook for their families. Life at the time was simple in every possible way, such as transportation, medicine, and life in general, except in women's fashion. It went from heavy cloth, vast skirts, and torturing corsets to a more likable, comfortable, loose-fitted dresses as her first creation, the little black dress. In 1954, the revolutionary fashion style was corsets, before Coco got her hands on a needle and thread and changed women's fashion.
The little black dress is still common in the fashion industry. It was used in the 1930s, and till this day, we are influenced by Coco Chanel's little black dress. After the little black dress, Coco Chanel created the Chanel jacket. The Chanel jacket was known worldwide during 1954. Chanel says that the hardest part of her job is enabling women to move with ease, to not feel like they're in a costume, not changing attitude or manner depending on the way they dress. It's very difficult, and the woman's body is always moving. Chanel's masculine jacket started what the house rightly calls a revolution in the way women dress. In the 80s, when Karl Lagerfeld took over the house, the jacket has been shown in scores of different fabrics and colors, but the spirit of the original jacket design remains intact. She also innovated the perfume mixture. It includes synthetic ingredients that could enhance her outfits, good taste, and is currently one of the best-selling perfumes in the world. The perfume became famous thanks to celebrities who wear it, such as Marilyn Monroe.
Back in the day, it was a hard task for men to have a fashion taste. At least they were comfortable. Chanel decided that women should feel as comfortable as men. Chanel said, "I gave women a sense of freedom. I gave them back their bodies." Coco Chanel got the idea of women's trousers when thinking about how there was no way to be comfortable while riding a horse while wearing a long skirt. From that, she took the pants of a male rider and twisted it in her own way.
Chanel was exposed worldwide for her creations in some of the most honorable fashion magazines such as Vogue and Elle. She became one of the most popular women in the fashion industry. All women looked up to Coco Chanel as a goddess for fashion. Coco Chanel lived to be different. One of her famous quotes were, "In order to be irreplaceable, one must always be different." Coco Chanel lived by her words. Chanel stands apart from the crowd by virtue of the astonishing simplicity of her attire and most masculine tailor made of a white linen. Coco Chanel went to the polo grounds wearing a white linen suit and a tweed hat. Coco Chanel wanted to be the change in women's society. She was looked at with respect for what she had done. Chanel became obsessed with her work and became a fashionaholic. Chanel's lifestyle influenced her ideas on how modern women all over should look, especially in China. In China, they made a vlog in her honor. Chanel drastically influenced people all over the world. Chanel succeeded in adding her own attitude and style, making her an expert in women's taste through the 20th century. Coco Chanel was expected to support a movement which had young women questioning their elders' ways.
Coco believed in success. She believed women had the right to wear what they wanted. The women in that era were fake and expected to chase behind men. Coco didn't believe that women were supposed to be treated so unjust.
Women began following Chanel's outlook, which made them more confident and had them feel powerful. Women became united in the fashion industry.
Coco's boutique opened in 1912. Coco's innovations not only changed women in that era, but women through modern culture as well. While the men were away at war, it was the women who took over their jobs. Coco had to establish a wardrobe suitable for women to work in while still being fashionable.
Chanel's creations made women in that era very confident and important. Women in the 1900s didn't have as many equal rights as men. Because of Chanel and other contributors, women today are equal and free to wear and be whoever they want. Her talent, perfectionism, and a vast determination for change doesn't explain the power Chanel had over women, fashion, and artists of her time. She was very determined to change society.
Chanel was very popular. Marilyn Monroe began wearing her line in 1952. Coco's fashion trends to this day. It began with her changing modern society. As generations pass, her line has brought interest to people of all ages, such as babies, teenagers, adults, and celebrities like Rihanna, Blake Lively, and Audrey Hepburn. By the time Coco Chanel died in 1971, she was known the world over as an immensely wealthy fashion designer who had made a fortune from her signature perfume, Chanel No. 5, and the many styles. I make fashion women can live in, breathe in, feel comfortable in. With Jersey, I liberated the body and created a new female form. Coco Chanel, 1934. The revolution of her clothing changed along with independence and confidence. Women were more empowered with their confidence and brightness in fashion. Coco helped create an image for each and every woman-like figure. Women were seen as items and just materialistic peoples. Chanel's outlook helped them reach their ambition in the business industry. With new style that Coco broadcasted, women were able to show their inner beauty. As Coco stated, beauty begins the moment you decide to be yourself.
In 1983, Karl Lagerfeld took over as chief designer for Chanel. Lagerfeld wanted to keep her legacy and designs alive. He did this by using Chanel fabric and detailing like tweed, gold, accents, and chains. He transferred Chanel's work to fit into modern day. With the help of Lagerfeld, Chanel remains one of the oldest and the world's most fashionable companies alive.
Overall, Chanel was one of the most remarkable women in fashion during the 20th century because of the work she accomplished. Chanel made a statement that all women were unique and just have to find their inner self. Chanel's a legend for her creative fashion statements.